What is it in our wardrobes that gives us English women such a rotten reputation as dressers? Why is it we like dressing up for special occasions, and yet we don't seem to care a damn what we look like every day? Who do we dress for? What are we trying to say about ourselves through our appearance? I've always been very curious why we English women dress as we do, and I thought if we looked into a few wardrobes, we might come up with at least some answers.
Well, I've got a little casserole on. It's made out of rough silk, and you can wash it in the washing machine. I did accidentally, and it worked out okay. And it's just a straight-down little silk shift.
Your favourite dress?
It is, actually. It's so comfortable. It doesn't show any little lumps and bumps or anything. Just, that's it.
Where did you get it?
I think it was St Matthew's, and I remember it was only 20 pence. It was very screwed up, and I didn't realise it was silk at all, and I just bought it on the off chance. I wasn't too sure about it. But I saw the label, and it said casserole, and I thought, oh, well, I'll take it home and see it. And it turned up trumps. You got any little sort of sandly ones that I can wear without stuff? I haven't bought anything from a shop now for about, nearly 10 years. I don't like shopping. It's an utter bore. You go into shops and they've had the same clothes in every shop. It's just a drag, whereas going to Jumbles is a treat every week. It's surprising. You don't know what you're going to get. It's like Christmas in a way. It's much cheaper. Bargains are coming your way. And I can dress much better from Jumbles than I can if I went shopping in shops. Roland Cartier. Hold on, let me just try these. It's a size 12.
Take down for shorts, no?
My sisters only wear jumble clothes as well. They're not quite so hot on the labels as me. Josie will go for Marks and Spencer and C&A's more. But I do like a nice label in anything. Well, at Jumbles, you're paying the same price. You're paying 20 pence, whether it's C&A's, Etam's, Roland Klein. 20 pence, whatever.
Debenham 12.
What about that one?
Oh, that's quite nice.
It's not French, I'm afraid. It's like Chinese.
Juicy Arrivé, Paris. Large. Actually, that's quite nice. I bought a pair of Roland Cartier shoes. My sister's bought a pair of Roland Charles Jordan shoes. A Parigi blouse. Next. I don't know if Next is a good label or not. We bought a couple of Next things.
Can you manage Rose?
Yes, sir.
There can be few women better at showing off new designer labels than Selina Scott.
Nice, isn't it? That's lovely.
These days, she has lots in her wardrobe.
As well?
Today, it's the Emmanuel's turn to fit her for a new silk suit.
Colour. So we dye it here. No, it's funny. It's just off. Usually, you see, if you go to order that, it would be cream, whereas you wanted it ivory.
That's right. A clever boy. It's been I suppose, my goal in life. I've always wanted to look just a bit different from everyone else, but not just simply everyone. Any other clothes in the shops.
You could just wear your hair loose.
I can't bear to walk around in a dress that someone else is wearing too, so I'll try and change it.
What do you think about the length now, Celine, with the jacket on?
I think that's about the right
really,
length. I like designer clothes because of the people who design them. I like going to people like Jasper Conran and the Emmanuels because they have a nice manner with them. But it's the manner of the people who design more than the fact that it's got a designer label in it. Normally, how is that one or two?
Well, we usually do one in the calico first. Oh, yeah, and if that's straightforward, then we go straight into the cloth. We sometimes do two in the cloth. But with people like you who are busy, we don't have the opportunities here. You're lucky if you get one, because you've done things before. We've got your body shape, so it's slightly easier if somebody was to come in cold that we hadn't done before.
I do love dressing up. Yes, as far back as I can remember. I always loved dressing up, always loved fancy dress parties and winning as much as I could at these competitions. Who was the best shepherdess or the best Little Red Riding Hood? All of that, yes.
And what kind of clothes do you like?
I like very simple clothes. I think if I had to narrow it right down, I love simple clothes and I like lovely fabrics. And I like them to fit. And sometimes they're classic and sometimes they're a little bit unusual, but generally speaking, the simpler the better.
That dress you're wearing at the moment, would that be a television dress or a private dress?
This is a private dress. This is my favourite dress. This is Everyone has their Jean Muir dress, don't they? And, well, not everyone has a Jean Muir dress. But when you hear people talking about favourite dresses, Jean Muir often crops up. I like this because it's very simple and it hangs beautifully. And I feel good in it, no matter what my mood is. This suits me, and I like it a lot. And once you go to designer and you try on a designer dress and you feel it fits you and looks lovely on you, then it ruins you.
The lining is pulling it, you see, at the moment. This is only tacked.
And I'm fussier and fussier about length and the fit and everything else. And so, yes, I've been spoilt, really.
This is Marks and Spencer's 1416. What do you think of that?
Not
bad.
Not a lot. Don't like those straight across
Nor
necks.
do I, Joe.
Sorry about that.
This is... Oh, I don't like to say the label of this.
Just arrive.
Where is it? It's just arrive.
I've never heard of it, but it's got Paris underneath it. Right?
What do you think of this?
Well, that's stunned us into silence. That's the most hideous thing I've ever seen in my life. What on earth possessed you?
I thought, you know, I can swim.
I often wonder where the clothes did come from. I'm never too bothered about if I met someone whose they were. I hope they'd be glad that they'd gone to a nice home. What do you think?
I don't know all those toes.
Hey, just go with this skirt.
They don't. They don't show your tan off.
No, they're not. I want to know soon.
It's making me sweat.
That is just for you, because you'll never get a pound out of your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
I do get lots of compliments. Everyone says I dress really nicely, and can't believe it when I said they came from jumble sales. In fact, they say to me, you know, when I go to a jumble sale, all I ever get is rubbish. But obviously they're not dedicated.
If you're doing something extra special which does worry you, never wear something new. Take something which is familiar, which has brought you good luck in something else you've done, but never wear something new. Try something new out on a different...
Got a dress here that has brought you good luck, Eva?
It has brought me good luck. I like this one very much. That's a silk. That's in the navy section. That's in the black section. And those are brightened up with blouses. This I had made in 1982. For the summer, I have a few silk dresses, which again are classics. And they have to wear, and we have to look after them. This one is a very dark navy silk. I wear it when I don't know what else to wear, and I can't think what to wear, and I haven't got a thing to wear. Then I wear this. It was actually, as a matter of fact, it's the same fabric as the one I'm wearing now. We got rather a lot end of roll, and were able to make two dresses, but this has a lot of material. I wore it in the Falklands year, when I had to go across in the middle of the Falklands War to New York to address a full assembly of the United Nations. And it came through that all right, and it came through Falklands War all right, doing special things. So, as I say, when I don't know quite what to wear, this is the Old Faithful, and it will do me well.
Royal Albert Hall, summer 1986. A gathering of 6,000 members of the Women's Institutes. And a good example here of the Englishwoman's natural love of dressing up for a special occasion. Long-planned dresses for a short-lived day, where perhaps the overwhelming vote goes to comfort rather than to chic.
We don't want you with a shiny nose.
Last-minute help for the chairman, Mrs. Agnes Salter, in this, her shining hour.
I think that's fine.
Right. Now then,
Now we come to the crowning.
now I've got to get this on so that you can flip my hair up around it.
Yes.
Okay?
See, it must be comfortable.
Hang on.
Yes, that really is. Very splendid.
Sure, that's fine. Yes, that's all right. I hope my wardrobe isn't boring. I don't think it's probably over-adventurous. It's middle of the road. But I think the image that I try to present is that of the average member of the WI. And somebody who enjoys wearing nice clothes.
What do you are nice clothes?
Nice clothes to me are clothes in which I feel good. I feel as though I'm looking at my best, and that in which I am comfortable. they do like to see people looking good. And I mean, if I appeared looking an absolute scruff, I'd be howled out straight away, I would think. But I would never dream of doing that, because I know that the WI member likes to see their chairman and officers looking really smart and creating a good image for the WI. That's why I'm wearing a hat this year.
Hats, in fact, are the Englishwoman's secret passion, as traditional to the WI as jam and Jerusalem. At almost any large gathering of Englishwomen, you can see just what original dressers we are. The whims of fashion scarcely concern us. We won't be pushed into dynasty shoulder pads if they don't suit us. Our policy is to dress mostly for ourselves and, of course, for other women. In general, we're suitably modest about our own clothes, but should it come our way, we're not unmoved by a compliment.
So we'll be very disappointed if somebody doesn't say that looks super, or you know, you've got another winner or something like that.
Well, I think it's nice to have a good wardrobe and to dress well, for the simple reason when you walk in a place, you turn heads. Everyone seems to look at me. I don't know why. I'm not vain, but I can sense that. And as long as they keep doing that, I think the effort is well worthwhile.
70-year-old Frances Maloney lives in Lee, Lancashire. For the last 25 years, she's been entering the Butlins Glamorous Grandmother competition. She was briefly married in 1937. Since then, she's dedicated much of her life to herself and her wardrobe.
I don't want mink. I don't like furs. I don't ask for the earth and things like that, but I like nice clothes, and I like to go out and I like to be admired. This red one is Norman Hartnell admired this. I designed this dress and he thought it was absolutely fabulous. He wouldn't believe I designed it. Yes, I think this is my favourite because you don't get velvet like this today. Then I come on to this one, and this one is Marty Kane's favourite. She loved this. And really, when I look at it, I think about her because I think it's her kind of a dress. And then this one is, well, I love black. And this one is Molly Sugden's favourite. So really, I think of these dresses with my memories of people, not only just dresses for the competition.
And which dress are you going to wear this year?
I think that this year I'm going to settle for my favourite colour is pink, and I'm going to settle for this one, the pink one. There is no task that would make me look nice that I think is not worth the while. If it's just a little thing like dyeing ties, sometimes I will spend an whole evening to get the right shade. I pay a lot of attention to detail because I think detail is every bit, if not more, important than the main item. You can get a model gown and you can ruin it by the wrong accessories. On the other hand, you can get an ordinary down-to-earth garment and you can put the right things with it and it can look $1 million.
I think accessories do matter a very great deal because they can change a whole dress. You know, I am mostly wearing pearls. Sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're shorter. I wear them not only because pearls have been the thing for Englishwoman for years, but they have a sort of luminescence about them, and particularly pearl earrings, and they do just give your face a little lift. So they're not only worn to wear something, but they are, I choose pearls because they just have that extra quality.
Do you ever regret that you don't have the same time as other women to go shopping, to have the pleasure of going to Marks and Spencer's, buying your underwear, that sort of thing?
No, I think, well, I do go to Marks and Spencer's quite a good deal, or they very kindly send things in. They're marvellous. Their cut is excellent, and they've now got all kinds of colours.
Do you love their underclothes like the rest of Britain?
Yes, who doesn't?
Well, California has my favourite lingerie store in the world. It's not just lingerie, it's sort of bedroom wear, evening wear, anything. In fact, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people wear it out, but I wear it out some on special occasions. Like at the film festival in Cannes last year, I wore an outfit that was just 3 strips of leather on the top with chains across the breasts, and then a chain G-string and a chain skirt. They have your size on file. So if you need any new panties, I only wear G-strings and thong panties. You just ring them up and tell them what colours you want. They send them over, data post.
Well, that's pretty expensive.
Well, it can be, but it's pretty special. You have to be special for your man. There's nothing worse than undressing and he's not terribly excited. From the minute I get up, I have to look good. That's in my dressing gown, straight into my fitness gear. And if I don't look good, I don't feel good. And if I start the day and I dress in something that I don't really like, or is a bit of a mistake, I don't feel good for the day.
Laura is 29 and soon to be married. Celebrations begin with a hen party of her friends from the world of advertising and pink champagne, who know the meaning of impact.
We're a glamorous industry, we're the entertainment industry, and people expect us to dress well. You don't find many scruffy dresses in advertising. Most women are very well turned out.
Hello, darling.
I like to be happy in my clothes, and I think smiling is very important. Lots of people are very unhappy. I like to make people laugh.
Well, I must admit, that looks perfectly wonderful.
I'm a free dresser. I'm fairly outrageous, and I like to dress with a sense of humour. So what are you going to wear in the evening, Vicky?
I think more plongé than this one. Oh, quite over the top. What about you? Do we dare ask?
Secret.
It's a big secret.
Yes, it's a secret.
Actually, it should be a secret for the bride, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it is a secret. Nobody's seen it.
Would you ever wear anything conventional in the sort of English sense of the word?
Yes. Oh,
like
yes.
What?
I have worn twin sets and pearls and kilts and cashmere. I love cashmere, those pleated cashmere skirts with cashmere jumpers or cardigans.
Well, they don't make anyone laugh.
No, they don't, but they surprise them. It's the element of surprise which is fun. And people never know what I'm going to wear next. To look sexy. I like Ken to want me. He loves all my outrageous gear. And some people say, I wouldn't let my wife go out like that, but then they wouldn't be married to me. And Ken loves it. He's very encouraging.
Is there anything here, Prime Minister, that your husband particularly likes?
Oh, yes, he loves the colours, and he loves the pretty clothes, you know, so much I'm in very tailored clothes. And he loves this one, for example. It's colour, and it has just a little bit more prettiness, and we did concentrate on really rather nice buttons. And so when I came out in this, he said, oh, thank goodness, because sometimes he says, oh, not black again, dear.
How many years have you been actually dressing like this?
It must be getting on 4 or 5 years now.
And how did you dress before?
I didn't actually dress normally before because my family is a cycling family. And all we used to dress in was tracksuits and school uniform when I was at school. So I've never actually dressed the so-called normal.
Elaine's 19 and lives with her parents in Watford. She's unemployed, but not uninspired when it comes to her clothes.
If I was still dressing in the tracksuits, I'd see myself a very boring person. I wouldn't have overcome my shyness. And I just don't think I would be able to live. I think I'd just be the fatty that sits there doing nothing. But now I'm sort of like, I'm the happy fatty. And it's the only way you can put it, I'm just literally the happy fatty. Instead of hiding behind normal clothes where I'd look awful anyway and feel very drab, I'm exploiting it. I'm showing more of it and making it look bigger instead of trying to make it look smaller and hide.
Who do you think you're dressing for?
Only for myself. Completely and only for myself. If other people like it, that's a bonus. But it really is just for myself.
Do other people like it?
All my friends love it.
What about your parents?
They're coming to terms with it gradually.
I've got used to it now. I didn't approve at first, but I've got used to it.
Do you actually like it?
I wouldn't say I like it. I find it a bit embarrassing if I have to go up the shops with her. But that's the way she is, and I accept it.
Put it this way, if we take her to Watford, it's got to be dark. It's got to be in the evening, after dark, you know, so... And I hide down behind the steering wheel.
Don't you think it's rather pretty and exotic?
No.
Of course it's an act of defiance, because I'm not conforming to what people want me to conform to. If I was to dress normally, I would have to wear a tent. Okay, this is a big dress and looks like a tent, but I'd have to wear something very drab, very normal. But I have defied them all, and I do what I want to do, wear what I want to wear, and look how I want to look. And I've done it, I defy them all. None of them can push me into a corner. Wherever I go, I get abuse. Everything from look at the fat weirdo, look at the fat cow. You just ignore it. I mean, I know when someone's looking at me. I always know when someone's looking at me. But you just shrug it off.
Does it matter to you having got a boyfriend?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
And do you think that possibly these clothes might put boys off?
Well, if these clothes do put boys off, it's the fact that they can't understand, or they won't try to understand, what's underneath the clothes. Because after all, they are just clothes.
Little Barrington, a village in the Cotswolds, home of Jane Mills, and the perfect place to sport that well-known English countrywoman's uniform.
I suppose you could call it a uniform, can't you? When you think of green wellies, waterproof cloaks, barbers, and things like that. But terribly practical, you know. Because long green wellies are marvellous to ride in because they come up much longer than short wellies, and you don't get your legs finished. And also if you're striding through long grass, looking for your horse in a field, or going shooting or anything like that, you can wade through deeper puddles than you might otherwise be able to do. I think they're very practical, and I wear them a lot.
And living your sort of life, what are your priorities in dressing?
To keep warm, to be fairly tidy, and to be practical. I mean, if I went riding in my best jacket every time, and my horse came back with its face looking like that and slobbered all over me, I should spend my life dashing to the cleaners.
Out come the barbers, huskies and long green wellies for the village summer fete. This year it's being held in Jane Mills's garden, but the lady of the manor has more things to worry about than just the weather.
Robin, you do realise those are my wellies you're throwing away, don't you? Well, they're new. I only bought them last week. I like to think I'm fairly tidy and well organised. I'm certainly not a flamboyant dresser because it's not me. And I suppose if you spend most of your life in trousers, putting on a dress is quite an occasion. My children used to say to me, "Where are you going, Mummy?" And I'd say, "Nowhere." "Why?" "Well, you've got a dress on," they'd say.
How often do you go out and buy yourself a new dress?
About once a year. That's all.
Is that all that's necessary?
Yes, because if you buy nice and quite expensive clothes, you pop them in the back of the cupboard and you leave them there for a couple of years, and you bring them out and everybody says, oh, gosh, you've got a new dress. Completely have forgotten, of course, that you've had the thing tucked away for a while.
You know, styles do change, even if you think they don't. Shoulders are wider and they're higher, and so they all had to have pads put in. And insofar as we could, we've just lengthened them a little bit because they're longer. And the thing we've learned is never really press your hem. You know, sometimes you see people ironing a dress and they press along the hem until it looks like a knife edge. And then if you want to let it down, you can't. Just leave the hem gently rolled. And then you'll never press along the edge. Always go within 1/4 of an inch of the edge. And then you can let them down.
Denise Rooney is also very particular about clothes.
Yes, I like clothes a lot. They cover your body, don't they? And they tell people who you are. You don't very often see naked people walking about. And one's first impression is what people are wearing. So I think it's important. It's kind of saying, this is who I am. It's identifying yourself. When I first came down here, people were afraid of me, I think, because I was afraid myself and was hiding behind an image of being big and tough. And so I looked hard, I guess.
Denise left Nottingham to be with Heidi in London. She soon decided to change both her image and her wardrobe.
I would wear sort of very dark shirts and jeans and trousers. And now I try not to wear black, hardly at all. I went out and bought a woolen jacket, which kind of makes me look like a teddy bear. And people have actually said subsequently, just that one change from wearing a leather jacket to a woolen jacket is quite significant.
So how would you describe the way you think you look now?
Well, I hope that I'm big and cuddly now.
Cuddly?
Cuddly, yeah. I like to be cuddled, so why not?
And what's your idea of dressing up?
Well, I wear a suit.
Is it a man suit?
Yes, it is. It's next for men.
Would you ever consider wearing a dress?
No, never, never. I don't own a dress. Last time I wore a dress was when I danced with the Prince of Wales. That was many years ago, a white crinoline. Never to be seen again after the particular occasion, but that was the last time.
What was the occasion?
It was the Corn Hunt Ball.
So that's it as far as dresses are concerned?
They're out, yeah. There is no way I want to be a boy or a man or anything. I'm very happy to be a woman. What I want to be is comfortable, and I don't feel comfortable. I lose a lot of my self-confidence in women's clothes. I don't consider the clothes that I buy to be men's clothes, even though I buy them in a men's shop. They're clothes for me and clothes that I feel comfortable in.
And look at your clothes here. It would seem that you have a kind of uniform of your own. Is that meant to be sort of equivalent to your male colleagues' uniform?
I suppose it is, really, because they're wearing a suit and different shirts, and sometimes the shirts vary these days and they get their colour with the tie. And basically, if you look along, that's the nearest thing I have to a man's suit in a way. Those are slacks. I wore that on, that's Mansfield. I wore that for Polaris. But otherwise, really, this is my suit and my shirt. That's my suit and several shirts. Here's the navy one with 1, 2 shirts. Here the black with 3, 4 shirts to give a different mood. And that is the most economical way of dressing and the best way, because you have the quiet, tailored, elegant outline and the colour. Yeah.
I know your aim is not to be a fashion leader. What is it?
I must... it's not my job to be a fashion leader, but it is my job not to be obviously out of fashion or obviously wrongly dressed, and I must never be mutton dressed as lamb. Never.
I think if you have a certain style and a certain way that you think you are... I mean, you don't want to look, you know, hopefully one doesn't look ridiculous, but I mean, I don't think one does, because you just make a dress, you know, that sort of suits you. I like simplicity. I think the great important thing is to have the hair done properly, and to be comfortable and really be happy and not self-conscious about what you're wearing.
It was her vivacious curls which helped to earn Lady Rothmere the nickname Bubbles. She's married to the owner of the Daily Mail and has wardrobes in several houses in several countries to accommodate her hectic social life.
Fiona, would you put me through to Sue, please?
Most clients go to Xandra Rhodes. She comes to Lady Rothmere. With so many frocks to choose from, it can take a long, long time to decide what to wear, even for the simplest afternoon occasion.
And then you can handle that with subtlety and tact.
Sandra, hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. How are you?
That's all right. Well, I brought the drawings for the 2 outfits that you hope to have in a week.
No, by Tuesday, not a week.
Right, okay, I know it's less than a week now. This is the cream one, printed with the pink and grey, with the really demure top and the little bows. It's printed with fine little lines and little tiny bows.
Are there any beads down here?
No, no beads. Or do you want beads down there?
No, I thought just a bit of, to sort of match up here.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm usually pretty lazy about clothes in a way. And it's the fact that I don't go to the fashion shows, I don't go shopping. I look at books. I have Gina Frattini, who I adore, and Xandra, and Jean Muir, and those sort of people, and a friend at Aquascutum. And I can just say, literally, I want one of those marvellous raincoats I saw, and just call them up. That style that I bought from you.
That looked fabulous. The beaded one?
The bright beaded...
with the seashell.
Another advantage of the friendly designer is the very specially designed label.
I was a model, so I suppose, in a way, I love fashion and I like clothes, but they don't absorb my entire attention, you know.
Do you actually care about what's in fashion and follow it to a certain extent?
I look at it and see how I can adapt it to me, really. Which is basically sort of comfortable. I don't like uniforms. I think that a lot of the French people and American people sort of fall into a uniform pattern, and they all look alike. They all have their hair completely the same, their dresses looking alike, and it's all a sort of uniform. And I think that individuality is very important.
So really you are a complete individual in your way of dressing?
I suppose you'd say I was, yes. I think as long as one is pretty and enhances a situation or makes somebody feel happy and you feel happy, then I think that is the whole idea of dressing.
An unconventional house in Norfolk, home of St Aubin de Teran, novelist, traveller and lover of unconventional, antique clothes.
It's one of my favourites. And this one, greasy.
Guess it's like that. Is that right? Yeah. That's nice, actually. I like that.
That's my favourite hurt.
What I like is something that is, in a way, it's different, but it's not just different, it's slightly extreme. It's a little bit over the top, but also very beautifully made. I'm a great admirer of craftsmanship, so something that's really beautifully made and that looks beautiful, that is an aesthetically wonderful object. Even if I don't wear the clothes, I just actually like to think of them hanging in the wardrobe. They have a life of their own. Could you wear that as an evening coat?
Yes.
Yeah? I think it's... What do you think?
I like that one.
I like it. Yeah, I think so. I just have to be wearing the right thing for the right day. And if I'm not wearing the right thing, I actually can't sit down and work. I can't do anything. I've got to be wearing the right thing. Whatever that is.
What the wrong thing is, I mean?
Just what doesn't feel right that day. It can be beautiful, it can be lovely, it can be brand new, but if I don't feel comfortable in it, then I cannot do a thing that day. I feel actually physically ill.
Lisa is English. Her romantic name came from a South American husband. And also very English is her reluctance to throw away any of her clothes.
I'm just a hoarder of rubbish, the good and the bad and the ugly and the beautiful. It all just finds a home with me. I keep all my clothes that I've ever had since I was a child. I never, ever get rid of them. And so they come round in cycles. Say 10 years will go by and then suddenly all the clothes that I thought I would not be seen dead in but I was prepared to keep sort of packed around my coffin, as it were, will just come back, and I love wearing them again. I wear them for 3 or 4 years and then I put them away.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, and the silk flying suit. So I started being interested in clothes when I was about 12, and I started being interested in antique clothes at that point. And Isolde has been interested in clothes since she was a baby. She's always had an obsession about clothes and changing and feeling right in what she's wearing.
Lisa's daughter is 13, hardly a typical English schoolgirl in her own choice of clothes. But what does she think of her mother's?
I admire them very much. I love them. I like the way she wears them. When you walk down the street, people say, I like what your mother's wearing. And I like the idea that I can wear them sometimes. A lot.
When she comes to your school, isn't she differently dressed from all the other mothers?
Yes, definitely. All the other mothers, Laura Ashley, things like this, you know. My mother stands out a lot, and people admire her for that.
Look, this is how they're kept. You might wonder why I've got all this. There's a big bow up there, and so it's kept nice. Keep your clothes nicely to make them last. So that's why some of them you'll find tissue paper in it, but that's a bow. Take it out. It's very pretty. I love it. It's tailored. I wore it when I was interviewed by Michael Aspel, and I wear it quite a number of occasions. Everyone notices when I'm wearing it. If it were black, I could wear it 10 times for the one that I can wear it, like this. But I like a little colour. I like a lovely fuchsia pink. I like a crimson, but people don't expect me to wear crimson, so I have to be careful.
Welcome once again to the Ocean Ballroom. It's our final...
On the big night, for her 25th attempt in the Glamorous Grandmother competition, Frances Maloney, as promised, is in the pink.
They have a grandchild by one of their own children. Let's give the ladies a nice round of applause. There's our first heat in our Glamorous Grandmother competition this evening. And we'll keep the applause going for our second heat as we make the way on stage. Thank you, John.
Frances's dedication to clothes is untypical of English women in general. Most of us don't put our wardrobes high on our list of priorities, so we're not often winners at dressing. But at least we are individuals, and thank goodness there's no danger of our ever becoming a nation that takes clothes too seriously.
You'd like to display your numbers as well, ladies. Display them, especially for our judges. In third place this evening, it's number 15. In second place, it's number 17. And our winner tonight, it's number 14.
My whole life is dedicated to keeping up my standard and dressing the way I am and keeping the heads turning, and I hope I can carry on doing this.
Can I hear it once again for a final time, our third, second and outright winner, Glamorous Grandmother of the Week, Ada Bogdan Rodriguez. Thank you very much.